I know it might sound a bit like saying the sky is blue, but a new Redbridge poll has found that Australians say the Albanese government has the wrong priorities and that they are no better off since the PM was elected. And for the first time, this poll says that the majority of people think Peter Dutton is ready to lead the country, which is well up from being 20 points behind a year ago. To discuss this and more, I'm joined now by former Victorian Liberal Party President Michael Kroger and Sky News contributor Gary Hardgrave. Michael, I think we all sort of had this in the back of our heads. Certainly, those of us here, all three of us, certainly would have thought this. But we have it in black and white now that the majority of Australians know and feel that they have gone backwards under this government.
Well, mate, there are eerie similarities between the political dynamic at play in Australia and that in America. There are some obvious differences, of course, which we all know. But there are some serious parallels. And what Albanese doesn't understand, what these cosmopolitan inner city elites, these rootless cosmopolitans, as they call them, the wealthy, upper class, left-wing elite here in America don't understand is that the working middle class, the working class are actually very proud people, and they're very proud of their achievements. They're interested in personal security, which is their job, providing for their family, roof over their head for the kids, contributing to their community, etc. And these people are proud. And they don't want to be lectured to by Albanese that they're dumb people without an education. You haven't got a university degree. Oh, my goodness, you don't go to the arts festivals, you don't watch the ABC, etc., etc. And for as long as Albo has lost the plot completely, which he has, and is part of the inner city, Canberra glitterati, Labor's fortunes will continue to decline. And as I said for weeks now, I think Dutton's favourite to win the election, and I think people are very comfortable with Peter Dutton coming in as Prime Minister. Yeah,
well, this is the thing. I mean, a lot of people have criticised Dutton for a long time for not being personable enough, and people think he's Voldemort and all this sort of nonsense. And I have said for some time, Gary, that you just give him time and he will come into his own and people will compare him to Albanese and they'll go, actually, this bloke looks like, sounds like, acts like a leader. And I think people have realised that now.
I've known Peter Dutton for 35 years, Caleb, and as far as I'm concerned, he's a very personable bloke. He's got a really terrific sense of humour. He's really very down to earth, although amazingly tall. And look, I think the guy, the times will suit him. And the point is that Peter is a bloke who's achieved things, but he doesn't act as though he is morally and intellectually superior to everybody else. And that is really the type of people Michael's just talking about. They believe they are morally and intellectually superior to everybody else, and they lord it over us. They think they're the smartest people in every room. Peter is a bloke who enters the room and wants to meet people, wants to listen to them, actually wants to relate to them, who actually sticks up for the tradies and the everyday doers. And that's the sort of person I want as a Prime Minister. I reckon a lot more Australians are warming to that idea on an hourly basis, frankly.